Hello everyone, it is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. In today's video, I'm going to be scrolling through my Reddit feed and talking with all of you in the live chat. Oh, speaking of Reddit and doing these live streams, the YouTube gaming app is soon going to be going away. YouTube is getting rid of YouTube gaming. They're going to still have gaming content on their channel, but they won't have the app. Now, the only reason why I bring this up is because I use the YouTube gaming app specifically to specifically to stream my screen. So in order to stream my phone screen, whatever's like on my phone, whether it be like an app or a game, I use the YouTube gaming app to stream it directly to YouTube. Because the YouTube gaming app is going away and this functionality isn't on the normal YouTube app, unless they add it to the normal YouTube app, I may not be able to do these Reddit streams in the near future because they're getting rid of the app soon. So I just want to put that in perspective, let you guys know that these Reddit streams may be different in the future. I might still be able to do them later on, but it won't be streamed with a face cam. Right now it's being streamed through my phone, so it can stream my phone screen and it can record me through my phone camera. But if the YouTube gaming app goes away, then I'll just stream it using my laptop in the future. But without further ado, let's get this started and start looking at some Reddit posts. Also, we'll be doing the stream for about half an hour, so feel free to sit down, sit back, relax, and enjoy Reddit. So for r/askreddit, for those who have witnessed a wedding objection during the speak now or forever hold your peace portion, what happened? Before I actually click on this one, for our wedding, our minister straight up said, I'm gonna like skip that part. She's like, if you're already here and you've like paid for like a wedding ceremony, then I imagine that you just like are ready to go. You're ready to like get married. And she's like, and no one should like be able to be in your way, which was interesting. I didn't know that you could just like not do that. She's like, I'm just gonna not do it. She's like, I don't believe in doing that. But I also feel like in some way it's also like, I don't do refunds. This is it. You're getting married now. This is just happening. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, let's click on it, see what people thought. So I didn't even have the opportunity for someone to come in and object. So let's see, the top comment. At my cousin's wedding, when the exchanging of vows took place, my aunt shouted, "Wasn't there supposed to be a part where you could object?" Or something along those lines. That's interesting. I want to see if any of these comments got gold or silver or anything. Okay, so we got a silver comment. So this happened very recently, but in a different manner than the other comments I'm seeing. For years, groom and best man are super close, room together, and the running joke is they're more than friends. Later on, groom meets bride, falls in love, and proposes. New running joke is that best man is very disappointed that groom is marrying someone else. At the wedding, officiant asks if anyone has objections. Best man objects. Officiant quickly overrules the objection. It was planned, and bride thought it was a funny way to acknowledge the super close friendship between groom and best man. Did not result in anyone being kicked out or awkwardness. Fun and surprisingly appropriate. That story went very differently from how I thought it would. I thought the best man was going to confess that he was like actually gay, and I was curious to see where that story was going to go. I was like, what? Well, that would have been a very interesting twist. I wonder if other people said something similar. So this person said, I was expecting this to end with the running joke turning out to be true and the groom and best man living happily ever after. That's what I thought was going to happen as well. We were thinking the same thing. I'll hit that upvote button. Then someone said, same thought, it might be something for r/suddenlygay. r/suddenlygay is something that I've looked at before on Reddit. It's where you're looking at something, and as far as you can tell, it's not gay, and then it very quickly becomes gay, and you're like, what? What happened? It's like, the twist is they were gay. Kind of like how, no, yes. The twist is everything turns out well in the end. So let's see if we can find another gold or silver post. Okay, we got another silver post, but this one's kind of long. I don't really like long posts for real. So I think we're going to move past this r/askreddit post and go up to the next thing. So we got a Roomba that just has the Jetsons made on it. That makes sense. Let's see, we got it today I learned. Today I learned Hershey's does not meet the legal minimum cocoa content to be described as chocolate in Britain. Huh. Then what is Hershey's in Britain? Like, if it's not considered chocolate, is it just considered a candy? And is it just considered like a chewy candy? Like if you don't call it chocolate, what do you call it? I guess is like where I'm coming from on that. So let's check that. Let's see. And the reason why it's considered chocolate in the US is that chocolate here is defined by its cocoa butter, not cacao content. This is also why white chocolate exists. Edit. To those asking by exist, I mean that this is why white chocolate can legally be labeled and advertised as chocolate rather than a confectionery in the US, not why it was invented. Edit 2. To the many people who have commented just to complain about American chocolate, please keep in mind that our continued consumption of products from companies such as Hershey's and Mars is due to the fact that many of us have grown up with the taste. Even if it isn't great, it is nostalgic and easily affordable. There are also plenty of local brands that make much better chocolate and ship throughout the states. I personally recommend Whetstone chocolates if you ever have the chance to buy it. Edit 3. Yes, as several users such as u/snowbigdeal and u/them odgepodge have pointed out, the legal definition is more complicated. I still maintain that of the two primary products of cocoa bean processing, cocoa solids and cocoa butter, while both are important, the existence of cocoa butter in certain quantities is more of a determining factor in whether a product can be labeled as some form of chocolate in the US, contrary to popular belief. Holy shit, that was a very detailed post. I know I literally just said I don't like long posts. I felt like that was very informed. I feel like I learned a lot. So we also have weird standards in America, but the standards for whether or not it's chocolate is based off of how much cocoa butter is in it rather than how much actual cocoa is in it. But apparently it's more complicated than that, but it seems like cocoa butter is more of the defining factor. That's what I've learned. This next post has silver and gold, but it looks kind of long. I don't know, I'm about to click off from that. Let's see, because I don't want to get stuck in one thing for too long, except for would you rathers. I do like would you rathers. Let's see. This is r/gaming with a weird flex, but here goes. So are these from all the Pokemon 2000 like Burger King things? Or am I like confusing this with something else? So let's turn it sideways. So it's a bunch of Pokeballs and they have gold Pokemon cards in them. What is this from? Because for a minute I thought this was from like the old Burger King thing that they did. But it looks like it has like Nintendo like signed licenses and stuff like that. That does look really dope. I actually don't own like a single like Pokeball kind of thing. Yo, Mr. 46K, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. But that does look dope. I actually looked at a few different Pokeballs today at Target. And they had one that was metal and had like a Poke coin in it. And ooh, was that metal thing like kind of hefty. Whenever I play Smash at Dozer's, he turns Pokeballs on, and sometimes he likes to throw Pokeballs at his opponent so that it hits him in the head, and then the Pokemon pops out. I was like, if you threw this at somebody's head, I think there'd be a problem. So let's see. Hey, so someone said, yo, I remember when these came out. I got that Mewtwo, and my cousin got the Jigglypuff and was pissed. And then he said, great time. Then this one person said, how much did the Happy Meal thing cost when they came out? Now, wasn't it Burger King? I thought it was a Burger King promotion for those Pokemon cards. He says about $3.50. And how much are they worth now? $4.50. I mean, are they really worth now? So someone looked it up. You can get a complete set for $20, so they're not worth that much. Oh my gosh. Someone said a BJ behind the dumpsters at the Burger King where you originally purchased it was how much it costs. Then someone said, these didn't come in a Happy Meal, right? You had to buy them separate. I don't think they were random either. And then someone said, I'm pretty sure he's making a South Park reference. If he's not, it's just a lovely coincidence. Let's see. Then he said, he kind of just laid down for that one, huh? I almost feel pity when they make it easy for us. Let's see. It didn't come with a meal. You actually bought it separately, and they weren't that much, like $3 or something like that. What? They didn't actually come with the meals? I remembered them being like a fast food thing, but I didn't remember you having to buy them. That's interesting. And they had a complete set, too. You can actually see the reflection of the photographer in one of the Pokeballs. And as always, we gotta look at recommended communities, see if we like any of them. r/trebuchet memes. I don't care enough about trebuchets. I'm not gonna look at that. r/screenshots, I think it's too vague. It's just screenshots. r/yes, no, I'm not gonna fuck with. I don't like the idea that something looks like something really good is happening and the twist is it's bad. That's why I'm subscribed to r/no, yes, because I like the idea of everything looking horrible. It puts you in suspense, and then the payoff is, oh, everything worked out. I feel like that one's kind of fucked up. And for similar reasons, I'm not going to subscribe to r/no, which is, there's not even a twist, people are just getting fucked over. I'm not going to subscribe to r/kimming. It's like a weird, the spacing of letters is wrong kind of thing, and it makes it say something that wasn't originally intended. So, I don't know. It can be funny, but it's not interesting enough for me to be like, I want to subscribe to something that's just that. r/why were they filming? They're just, someone's filming something, and you question why they would be filming it. That could be good, but not interested. r/asshole design. It's just they show products that were designed maliciously, and you kind of complain about them. While it could be good, I prefer r/crappy design, where the design is just kind of shitty, but it wasn't malicious. It's a little more lighthearted. Then r/noisy GIFs. I don't care if when you look at a GIF, it makes you think that you hear sound. I don't think that's entertaining enough to put in my feed. r/dank meme. The only reason why I'm subscribed to like meme-based things anyways is because I like comparing what I see in r/memes to what I see in r/meme economy, where people are like coming up with new meme formats to see if any of the new meme formats people are coming up with are actually appearing in real memes or not. r/toast me is weird. It's about getting toasted. You post a picture of you doing something you enjoy, and then people compliment you, which sounds interesting, but not interesting enough. So because I said no to all of these, I'm going to X all of them, and then I'm going to see if later on for recommended communities, if it'll give me new stuff, because I feel like I've seen a lot of those recommended to me before. So murdered by memes. When blacks say white people don't season their food, and then you hit them with 11 herbs and spices. Is it 11? I always thought it was 13 for the KFC thing, but I might have just been getting the number wrong. I like that it's like a Colonel Sanders wrestler, though. Oh, Funko Pop, Seto Kaiba, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not bad, not bad. I'm not a big fan of Funko Pops. I like action figures, but I like them to be, like, posable. And that's just one thing that Funko Pops really suffer from. They also have big-ass heads, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. What? So he made a hammock boat where he can row himself out in a hammock. That's pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Mr. 46K said, Jet, I'd really like to meet you in person and shake your hand, but that's not happening the route I'm going. I'm just waiting for my to come before they get me. I'm just waiting for my to come before they get me. I don't know what that last line meant, but for the first line, who knows? It's possible that we could meet in person and shake hands. Due to the fact that I could end up moving anywhere in the country for my future job, it's very likely that I could end up in Texas just as much as I could end up anywhere else in the country. You know what I mean? So it's possible that we could meet each other. It just depends on whether or not I end up traveling. He said, not happening the route I'm going. I'm just waiting for my time to come before they get me. Before who gets you? It has like a mysterious air to it because we don't know who is getting you. We got an r/equal attraction. So it's a 21-year-old female, and they want to match her with a dude. So I always like to look at these and then try to figure out if I can imagine what the dude's going to look like. I'd say that her forehead looks kind of big. She didn't show a lot of her body shape. It's more of just like her face. So I'm trying to think of like, what will the dude look like? I feel like they won't do her justice unless the dude also has really like foggy eyes. It's a thing where when you look in her eyes, they're not like crystal clear. It looks like kind of like ghost out. I do like her hair. I feel like she has like nice long hair. I just feel like if she parted it a different way, it probably would like cover more of her forehead. Speaking as someone who also has a big ass forehead, I don't know. I just feel like depending on where your hair lands, it can make it look less weird. Like, see how I have this opening right here? Big ass forehead. But if my hair was like over that big ass opening, which it just isn't, then it would look better. So I feel like if I took a picture for this and like put more hair over my forehead, I just feel like I'll get matched with someone more likely. Mr. 46K said U.S. Marshals. Oh, what happened? Why are the U.S. Marshals coming for you? And Mr. 46K said, lol, she does look kind of dead. She's not really smiling. I feel like if she smiled, it would probably also like sell her picture more. I just feel like they're going to pick a dude and he's going to be like neutral faced. I feel like they need to give him nice hair. It needs to be a nice hair dude. And the dude can have misty eyes. And the dude will probably be showing a lot of forehead. But have nice hair. So that's my guess. Misty eyes, big forehead, nice hair. And then Mr. 46K said, I too have a TV screen forehead. It happens. And then this person said, I actually think you two are pretty close and will look cute. To which then the original poster said, thank you, I can see it. Ooh. Tangent Bell said, are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. So the Reddit stream is going to go for another 14 minutes or so, and then we're going to do Shadow of Mordor after this. So we're doing good. So let's click on this and see what the dude's going to look like. It's just another guy. It's another guy on r/equal attraction. I love it when that happens, when they just use another person on the thing. Now, do I feel like he compares? Do I feel like they're actually comparable? I would say, no homo, he looks more attractive than she does. Could I see them together? Yeah. But I feel like he ranks a little bit higher. And you may be like, why do I think that? I feel like clean shaven more or less works for him. He has like a little bit of a goatee, but it's like ignorable. I feel like the way that his hair coif works just works for his style. I feel like the hoodie was a good choice for him. The mustache kind of complements the little goatee thing. And I feel like he has a more stoic picture. He's looking off to the side rather than directly into the camera. He just seems more suave than her. I feel like he could do better. No offense to her, I just feel like he's stepping it up a little bit more. Tangent said, by the way, random thought, I learned to read longitude and latitude from the Percy Jackson books. Oh, I mean, yeah, that actually is pretty cool. It's interesting to see what real-life application stuff you can learn through reading fiction. I watched all of, shit. I can't remember what it was called. Was it called Magi Nation? Magi Nation. I need to move my phone slightly to the... Yeah, I watched a cartoon called Magi Nation, and I watched it all on YouTube, and I watched it at like 2 times speed, and it was one of those shows that like constantly was trying to teach kids like stuff that you could actually apply in real life, but it's about kids who control imaginary monsters with stones that are powered by concentrated dreams and shit like that. But shows can just have a lot of like good morals and lessons in them, regardless of what's going on. Let's see. Tangent said 1214 means up 12 over 14. Oh, okay. Now I've learned something as well. Mr. 46K said, I found out about Percy Jackson when I was in juvie. And he said, I really used to like the first one. And then he said, hey, Tangent, I own The Lightning Thief, like the first Percy Jackson and the Olympians book, but I never finished reading it. By the time that I got the book, the movie came out, and I had read like the first couple chapters of the book, And I put the book down, and I saw the movie, and I never came back to the book. I think I may have, like, 2 more Percy Jackson books. Like, I might have 3 of them, but I never got farther than that first one. Kratos, who is a big fan of the channel, he's really into, like, mythology and Greek gods and stuff like that. I feel like he's really down with the Percy Jackson books. I feel like he's even said it before in the past. Wilderbeest said, I remember that show. I think they were marbles, not stones. And then Tangent said, I own all of them. And I'm on the 3rd connected series. Ooh, so he's been really into the Percy Jackson books. Well, Rick Riordan is the author, into the Rick Riordan books. So you definitely vibe with it. And are you sure they were marbles, not stones? I'm looking at, like, some thumbnails on YouTube, and those shits are looking like stones. Season 1, Episode 6. Could I just show him Season 1, Episode 1? Hey, there we go. Feel free to scan through this Magi Nation episode and see if they're marbles or stones. I'm pretty sure they were stones, but I feel like it's easy for you to prove me wrong. You can, like, hit that up and be like, no, they're marbles, check it out. And I'd be like, oh, you got me. Let's see, we got r/mildly interesting. The mixing spatula my girlfriend got me has a quick conversion chart for cooking measurements. Oh, useful, useful. Let's see, Tangent Bell said, the movies are fine, but not as translations. And then he said, maybe they were stones. Yeah, that's possible. Is this mildly interesting? I feel like when they discovered it, it was interesting. They probably were just getting ready to mix something up, and suddenly they were like, oh, hey, it has all the different conversions on it. So I feel like their discovery made it feel more mildly interesting. If I just saw it in the store, I don't think I would care that much. Tangent said they were stones. Aha, I thought they were stones. I watched that relatively recently. I think it was like last semester. Mr. 46K said, I know I seem a bit illiterate because of the way I'm texting, but it's because I'm really losing my mind. Is there something that you want to talk about? It sounds like you're going through something at the moment, Mr. 46K, and we're here for you. What's going on? Why are the U.S. Marshals coming after you? You mentioned that earlier. New Aquaman poster. A comic book style movie poster? That actually is pretty dope, not gonna lie. I wonder if anyone sees posters like this and thinks it's animated, and then walks in and goes, it's people? Also, you don't seem illiterate from your messages, Mr. 46K. People just don't like to write out everything when they type, and that's fully understandable. No one expects you to write out everything when you type. I just like to write in complete sentences in the live chat. Well, I'm not sure if I always do it in the live chat, but I like to write in complete sentences in comments and in text messages. And then Tangent said, you okay, man? Talk to us. We're here for you, dude. Whenever they show this Amazon ad on Reddit, I always think Michelle Obama wrote a Diary of the Wimpy Kid book. It feels weird to see her face next to a Wimpy Kid book. Then Tangent was like, U.S. Marshals. Yeah, Mr. Forces K mentioned something about U.S. Marshals earlier. I'm trying to make sure that your boy's alright. Let's see, r/DC Comics. My wife got me this sweet hoodie for Christmas. Your boy with the Nightwing mask needs to calm down. He really does. He's goobering really hard. I'd be right there with him, though. I think that mask is pretty fresh. I wouldn't mind owning a mask like that. But I just imagine... He said his wife got that for him. I bet his wife is like, please take that mask off your face. And you know he's looking at his wife in the picture. You know he's looking to the side like, you know you did well. You know you said a Merry Christmas. You know you did well. You killed it. Tangent said in docs he writes in complete sentences. And then he asked Mr. 46K if he robbed a convenience store. A convenience store? I don't know. I don't think he robbed a convenience store. I highly doubt that. Let's see. My cat decided to help me test Danger Orcus builds. It does look like the cat is like playing the game with him. Looking over the cars. He's got a lot in defense position over there. Doesn't want to go into... Maybe he's going to try and go into a link monster. Those are all his link materials on that side. Okay, what is this? r/old school cool. African American protester in Chicago, 1941. If Negro men can carry guns for Uncle Sam, Surely they can drive milk wagons for Bowman Dairy. That seems like a very wordy sign, and it also sounds like a very wordy chant. If you were to like hold the sign up and down and like read that whole sign out loud, I feel like that'd be crazy. That has almost that has almost 500 comments. I thought it almost had 500 upvotes. Mr. 46K said, everything will be cool. I just gotta face something I did. He said, I'm really glad you guys don't judge or hate. Thanks for that. No problem, dude. Everybody does things in life that they may not necessarily be proud of. But what really matters is how you learn from that and how you develop as a person and continue forward. People focus a lot on the past, but in the long run, while the past is what leads you to where you currently are, what matters is the steps that you take afterwards. The main lesson of the movie Meet the Robinsons is keep moving forward, which is inspired by a Walt Disney quote of a very similar nature to what I just said. So yeah, what matters is your future, not as much what you did before, is what I'm saying. Mr. 46K said, lol, and no, I didn't rob a convenience store, bro. And the Tangent said, I know, I was joking. Let's see, Imaginary Mindscapes. Hello, everyone. It's Ahmed Imad Eldon, the artist of Pink Floyd's last album art. It's great to be here. It's like the tree is a tornado. It's just like the structure has like that funnel cloud and then like the on the ground. And it's like the tree tornado is about to like hit your boy. But then it's not like a stormy day. You know, you see bright sun in the distance and you see the cumulus clouds like feeding in that way. But it looks almost like a storm of trees coming to consume him. And he's just like taking his last moments in looking at the sun rise. Because it doesn't have the color scheme that I would think of for a sunset. I think the sun's like coming up. But that's interesting. Let's see. And then Tangent said, I'm not the nicest, but I've tried to be better. Everyone, I believe, tries to be better. You know, I don't think anyone is working hard to be like a bad or a worse person. I feel like everyone sees potential in themselves and tries to strive toward that potential. And if they have trouble seeing that potential, that there's someone in their lives or someone who would want to be in their lives to help them get through that. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's hope for everyone. And then Mr. 46K said, I really respect you, Tangent. You seem very cool. And same to you, Jet. Thank you kindly, Mr. 46K. I appreciate it. And then Tangent said, those trees look like a mushroom bomb. You know, I wasn't thinking about it as a bomb, but it is a similar, like, with, like, the spread out. And it even would have a similar vibe of him just kind of waiting to be overtaken by the bomb. But it's interesting for it to look like destruction, but to be made out of nature. It's almost like nature's like taking it back from mankind. But I feel like to represent how things truly are in the environment, you would have one tree and then like a tornado or an atom bomb of people getting ready to wipe out that tree, taking out nature as the world becomes more and more industrialized. This is almost like a reverse statement. It's really different. And then Tangent said, well, thank you. And he said, by the way, did you guys hear? Mortal Engines lost $100 million in the box office. Whew. That's rough. That's really rough. I've been keeping track of Aquaman, trying to see how well Aquaman's going to do in the box office. I want to see it hit $1 billion, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We'll see, though. We'll see. Also, I noticed that I got a text message. Oh, I got a message from my mom. Why is mom up at 1:30 a.m.? She needs to calm down. Mr. 46K said, no, and losing that much money is a... What was the no? That was the only part of it with the no. But losing that money definitely is a nightmare, for sure. Tangent said, hey Jet, I'm writing an apocalypse story, and should I start with a bomb or a disease? I feel like that really depends on what the story is about. So, and also, I would also say that it doesn't matter whether or not it's a bomb or a disease. So, what's interesting about me saying it doesn't matter whether or not it's a bomb or a disease is because a lot of times, a lot of stories fall into Booker's 7 basic plots. Not all stories do, but some do. And I'll even post a link to the TV tropes page on Booker's 7 basic plots. But because of how those plots are, it doesn't really seem to matter what caused the apocalypse. It's more like the apocalypse itself is setting up the setting and like the conditions of the world that like the main characters have to explore. But you notice whether or not a zombie apocalypse, for example, happens because of radiation or happens because of a disease. A lot of times the story takes place at a point where our main characters, for whatever reason, are immune to like just catching the disease unless they get attacked. Or our main characters have been like in a bunker and now it's like not as radioactive so they can walk around. You know, the world is in like a survivable enough state to where whatever caused the catastrophe doesn't matter as much. It's more of a flavoring and an explanation for why the world is the way it is, not necessarily a key plot point for the story. You know what I mean? But I really like analyzing Booker's 7 basic plots, so I'm gonna post a TV tropes link in the live chat about it, because I like talking about it. Well, let's see. Tangent said, it really is. All the people working on it are in debt now. Ooh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, Tangent said no, didn't hear about it, so he didn't hear about the Mortal Engines thing. Oh, okay. And then Tangent said, thank you. I've also been looking for a main plot. And then he said, maybe a nature taking its course, because every so often we have an event that wipes us out. Oh, like an extinction level event kind of thing? I could see that, like, to be symbolized by this art. By the way, I am having fun doing a Reddit stream, but like I said, I was going to keep the Reddit stream at 30 minutos, and we are past 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, which means we're going to jump into Shadow of Mordor for a half-hour live stream. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Right after this, I'm going to start up a Shadow of Mordor stream. You may or may not get a notification. YouTube's a little funky, so just feel free to check your subscription box right after this. Refresh it a couple times, and the Shadow of Mordor stream should be starting. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. Did the stream freeze? I think the stream... Oh, the stream is now unfrozen. Real quick, before I do my outro, I was about to do my outro. I actually have no idea how much you guys heard of that. Long story short, going to stream Shadow of Mordor after this, since we passed the 30-minute mark. So stay tuned, because we're about to do a Shadow of Mordor stream. If you don't get the description box, shortly after this video ends, refresh it a couple times, and Shadow of Mordor should be beginning. Also, I keep going shh, because my mouth is dry. My mouth is super dry. So I'm going to get some water after this as well. And then Tangent said, for the record, it is a zombie apocalypse story. Interesting. Mr. Forces K said, and by the way, I shot a man out of self-defense. Well, it was out of self-defense, so hopefully, because it was out of self-defense, you'll be able to have the court be on your side. I don't know how the law is in Texas, like if you have like a stand your ground law kind of thing, and how that works, but I hope that everything works out for you. Why wait for the marshals to pick you up, by the way? Only reason why I ask that is it easier to prove your case if you like go to the police or you like report yourself, or maybe you have reported yourself and they're like coming to pick you up, which is like a different thing. But that's something I've always been curious about. Like, is it easier to be like, hey, you know, I did this in self-defense, and you like talk to them directly and be like, I didn't mean to, but it was me, and I'm complying, and I'm like putting myself like in, because I understand that I need to go through the system, like that kind of thing. And then Tangent said, by the way, that's true. We've had over 20 extinction events. I need water. And then Tangent said, oh, self-defense is fine. Then Tangent said, bye. Then Mr. Forces K said, later. And then Tangent said, it froze. And then he said, I'll watch that stream. And then he said, bye, for. And then Tangent said, Texas states, as long as they broke into your home, you can legally torture them. Torture the man? That seems a little too far. Mr. 46K said, I have a daughter. I don't want to leave behind. I see. So it is a lot rougher to turn yourself in without, like, having a place for your daughter to, like, be, to make sure that your daughter is safe. So I understand that that is a very serious concern. And then Tangent said, it's easier to turn yourself in. That gives some confidence to your case. He is going to turn himself in. He needs a way for his daughter to like take position. Also, the stream keeps pausing and it keeps messing with me every time it freezes. And then Felix Eon said, you're up early. Felix Eon, is that Kevin? Is that Kevin McCormick? I feel like he would put Eon in his username. And then Tangent said, you're a dad? Mr. 46K is a dad. But yeah, I got Shadow Mordor coming up soon. I hope everything works out for Mr. 46K. And then Tangent said maybe she has extended family. There's definitely a plan, like a way for us to like work on that. Felix Eon said, I was wondering that too. But yeah, stay tuned. Shadow Mordor is coming up soon. Like I said, I have to end the stream, get some water, and I'll start up that stream. But thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. As your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, logging out. Peace, and stay tuned, because Shadow of Mordor is coming up next. Just gotta get a quick water break in. Peace.